Hi, this is Kerry with Cash Morgan Horses. I'm here 6:30 in the morning. I just drove 30 miles from home. I'm gonna go on a ride today up to a lake. I'll take some pictures and show you where I'm going, some of the scenery that I ride in. Hopefully you can enjoy the mountains, the views, and some of the things that nature has to provide for us. Give you an idea of where I'm at. Some of you may know if you've been here. I'll be riding Commander. What is he, 5-year-old Lippitt Stallion this year. I'll show you some pictures as we go. Hopefully you can enjoy it. I've got Commander saddled. It did sprinkle a little bit on me while I was getting him saddled. Might be a little bit of a rain, but there's still blue sky. The sun still hasn't come up over the mountains. Quite a bit of blue sky over this way, so we'll see what we run into on our ride. We'll saddle up and off we go. All right, 7:15. We just stopped to catch our breath next to the old trail here. The new trail's a little nicer, not as rocky. I don't know if you can tell, that's pretty thick brush in there. Nice foliage up through the Quakies, a couple pines. Temperature's cool right now. Commander's just chugging along the trail. It takes a little bit each year to come up here and clear out the trees, everything that's fallen down. The big ones, if the horse can't step over it, they'll cut them, cut the logs, roll them out. If the horse can step over it, they'll just clean up the branches enough for a horse to step over it. It's good training, practice, teaching them how to put their foot placement, and makes nice trail horses coming up a lot of these trails. Videos, it's hard to tell incline how steep things are or not, but unless you look at the side trees, most of the time trees grow straight up and down. Well, that was interesting. As I was showing you the trees off the side, I was looking sideways, caught a branch upside the head, knocked my hat off. Had to stop and put my hat back on. That's just my fault for not paying attention. Guess I better pay attention to the trail more than showing you guys the scenery. I was just looking where that branch caught me across the cheek, knocked my hat off. That'll scratch for a minute. Pay attention. If you're afraid of getting hurt, you might not enjoy using horses. I'm getting up closer to the rocks here. We'll start making these short. Where I'm at, this trail here, I haven't rode this trail. I've usually been over on the other side, but I'm looking at the tracks. I might be the first one on this trail this year. Just stopping here for a minute. That's where the old trail went. More branches and trees than they wanted to clear out. We'll take this other trail. Branches over trees over here, branches on that trail over there. Sometimes it's easier just to start going around them and create another trail around. There, we opened up a little bit out of the trees. Just starting to climb a little bit, getting up above the valley floor, look down at the trees. Not even a quarter of the way up. Flipped around, that's the, right up in there is the lake. There's a fork in the trail here. That trail will go up the ridge. We're going to take this one over to the left. We'll go up through those pines up. I don't know if you can see that ridge right ahead of us up there with the pines on it. We will head up over that ridge, a little to the right of that. And then we'll drop down in to that other valley. All right, just stop for a second. This is getting a little thick in here up in the old trail. Got some good pines down. Some quakies up there, that's down. Some here. We're just sitting here for a minute. You look at the trees and the hillside. We're definitely getting steeper. We'll see if we can find our way right up through this mess. I'm not sure if I can head up this one or if I should stay over to this side. I won't know till I get ahead of those trees there. Okay, boy, let's go. Nope, we're going up this side. Don't know where anybody else came up through here, but that's where we got through. Yeah, I think that's the worst part of the climb on this one. With a bunch of trees in the middle of the climb. All right, got back up on the ridge. There's a trail that heads to the right. We're gonna take this one to the left. This will bring us down this ridge a little bit. We'll drop down into the nice valley. Nice little valley that'll ride us up to the lake we're headed to. Uh, 7:40 right now. Give you a time frame. Clouds are lightening up once we get on this side. Back behind us are still a little bit dark, but I don't know if anybody's really rode this trail much. This might be fun going down. They said that there was a tornado that came through the tops of these mountains. Made a lot of downfall. All right. I think, if I remember right, we're going to drop right off it, just to the left of those trees. Not really a trail here, but we'll make one for a minute. Pick one up down here somewhere. Went with the rider one time. He says, "Oh, this is a freeway. A deer came along here once. It's a freeway." There's a valley. We're going to drop down into that. Might not be a trail here. We'll get there. We'll get down there. I'm going to put the phone away for a minute so I can encourage him down this hill. Yep, I think that's our trail right over there. I got off the trail a little bit. I stayed on the ridge a little too long. Got down in this trail. There you go, buddy. That'll be easier walking for you as long as you stay in the trail. It's not the first time I've missed that. A lot of times you can't really see where the trails take off there until you get headed down the right spot. To dodge that pine tree for a minute. Well, I'm ready for you to step down. Step over that rock. Beautiful day. You can hear the water down here. The river. You can see how much we had a little bit of a lighter winter. We'll take this side hill here. Had a little bit of a lighter winter. Not sure how much water we'll have in this river or not. We'll cross it a couple times. We'll see if we can get that on video. See if he'll cross it. Make me fight him getting across the river. We're almost down in the bottom of this valley. And then we'll head all the way up to that peak with the cliffs. Oh, there's a little bit of snow up there still on the back side of that mountain up there. Got about 3 mile ride up this to get to the bottom of that peak with all the rocky peak up there. Kind of a box canyon up in here. And that lake sits right underneath those rocky cliffs. Pretty nice trail this way now. Pretty nice ride all the way up. Coming back up. That hill right there, that's about where we're gonna ride up that. Somewhere right over in there. Well, there's a trail that going up that hill. That'll be fun to catch on the video. It's 8 o'clock straight up. And there's our little brook, stream, part of the river. I don't know if that's the full amount. I think this is just a shoot off of it. I think the main stream's over in those pines. Just beautiful to be down in this valley. Riding up hills going up on both sides of you. Nice rocky peaks ahead of you with snow on them. Here it is, the 23rd of June, the middle of the winter. Where I'm riding right now, there could be 9-10 feet of snow, depending on the year. It is almost July and there's still snow on the back side of that peak. Right now, everything's grained up. Beautiful. Everybody needs this opportunity. Enjoy this ride. Get out in the places like this. Nobody around. Have some solitude, some peace. Enjoy the ride in peace and quiet. All alone. Out in God's nature and wilderness. Wonder how many fish are hiding down in there. Enough for a meal, I bet. Alright, buddy. We're gonna try to cover this bigger pine. Kind of half jumps it. Another taller one. It's well over knee high. Probably could have gone around that one. It's good practice to get him to step over them. Let's come down and cross it right here. That's pretty good. Imagine going up this without shoes on. No matter how much you have conditioned your horse's feet, you put another 250 pounds on your horse's back, you'll be stone bruising them. Not very many miles of this, and they will be walking very tender if you don't have shoes on them. Okay, I'm getting up in here. Snow up in the cliffs, snow over on the ridges. Found some rushing water along this hillside. Yep, we got a bridge up here. I'm almost to the lake. The lake's to the right of me. I've had him across a bridge or two before, but let's see how he handles this bridge. It's been a couple years. There's our trail. Bridge. Okay, let's turn him around and go one more time. He goes, I don't want to go back that way, because I know that's not the direction to home. Come on. There we go. That's the way it's done. Woo. All right, one more time. He was pretty gingerly going across it the first time. Let's head up to look at the lake. Made it to the lake. Nice lake. A couple of hikers. Beautiful. Snow up on the hillside. You can hear the shoes on the rocks and hear them grinding. That just would not be good on a horse's foot without shoes. Stop to let him catch his breath again, and then he wants to go. I'm just adjusting my saddle here. Okay, I stopped for this little snack, lunch. I'm back on this trail, this shortcut. I'm gonna head right up over that saddle, that peak, yeah, that saddle right there. Really drops you down. Got a little bit of a downhill, and then we're gonna be going up that. We'll probably rest 2 more times by the time you get to what you can see. Okay, it's 10 after 11 in the morning. I just got up the top of Shorty's, this climb trail. Now this will drop me down to Steam Mill. Should be a good, nice ride down. Still on the descent, just coming through a bunch of rocks here. Stop for another rest. That's our trail. Beautiful. Just cutting through these pines. I've been riding in these pines 15 minutes. Not too much farther, and I'll come out the bottom or out the other side, and then it'll be more dropping down to the road. I'm gonna head back down the trail. This is my view. All right, I have made it back to the trailer. 12:46. Commander's doing good. We'll strip the saddle and get him put away.